guys, welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding Portsmouth. Now, I've had a couple of comments over the last couple of episodes about, again, how I find these youth players, and if you haven't watched the video where I actually do explain this, then you might want to go back, because it was about last week kind of time. It's towards the start. It was the episode I recorded on Christmas Day, so it would have come out on, I think it would have been the day after Boxing Day. Or Boxing Day. So that's the video I did. I can't remember the exact episode, but the point is I did go through this in great detail. Also, Statistical Approach has an excellent video on how you find young players. So if you're interested, please do go check his video out. It's excellent. Now, I've been trying something new, because I did explain what I did, but this month, not this month, but I've just started trying something, because you know, as I explained, that I go out and I find, I scout for players within a certain age bracket, in countries with decent national teams. I decided to open that up a little bit because I wasn't... Right, we're just going to go to scouting here. We'll just show you. Right, these are the current scouting assignments that I've got. I only just started these, as you can see, but I've already got a few interesting... Well, I've got a few. It takes a little while for it to build up, so this is why I don't like editing it too much, but I decided to for this episode. Usually what I do is I have them set to scout. So I'll have a country here instead of UK and Ireland. So I'd have, you know, Scotland or Ireland or Wales for something for this one, for example. Then I have it set to age 15 to 19, potential ability 4 stars because we're quite a decent side now, but sometimes I have that set to 5 stars. Before I did have that set to 5 stars. That's why I was able to find people like Ivancic and so on and so forth. And then I have, well, I've got our transfer thing here set to 15 because we don't have that much money at the moment. So if I set that to automatic, it will use that, I believe. But I know that we'll have more money in the summer, so I've got it set slightly higher. And yeah, so it's basically just going to find me any players between 15 and 19 that my scouts reckon have a potential ability. I don't really care about the current ability at the moment, although obviously if that's higher, that's always good. Then all I do is when the reports come in, so there's a big report here from Jamal Campbell-Rice, we've got a few players here, so we're just going to sort them by potential. You know, they could, I mean, he could not be 5, he could be 3 stars here. So obviously you have to pay a bit more attention. And I'm sorting them. So we're just going to have a look at RL Kader here. He's from Peterborough United. He is a defender. So we don't know that much about him. So what I would do then, if there's one I kind of like the look of, I will then assign a scout to go watch him for a bit and try and build up a little bit more information on the lad. Because of course at the moment we've only got 61%, which isn't a bad amount actually, I have to say. But if I want more, I'll go into reports, I'll go assign scout, and I'll send one of my scouts out to watch him for a couple of matches or something, just to see if we can get a little bit more information on the lad. Because you want to find things like, the most important thing is the weaknesses. Things like, is he injury prone, and stuff like that. So yeah, that's basically what I do. The only difference I'm changing now is that you'll notice that I'm now actually scouting regions rather than countries specifically. Of course they are countries too, but I'm just trying this out to see if this works any better, because it means that I don't have to keep changing what country they're assigned to. They will just keep going. In fact, I've noticed that I've actually got some extra free scouts. I think that's because I had a couple assigned to look at some players, which I'll show you in a sec, which means I can actually now assign them. So I'll do one right now. So who have we got? Create new assignment. We want to go to... There we go. We want to scout from a region. And we want to... Ooh, where should we go? Which ones haven't I done? Let's look for... Let's go for the Caribbean. I know it's a bit strange, but let's just give it a pop. It costs some money, I have to say. So then what I'm going to do is I go to potential ability, and I'm going to put it as 4.5 stars this time, just to see if there is anyone. There may not be, of course. It says our transfer budget is 4.2 million. I'm going to set it to 15 because... And this doesn't always work, I've got to say. Like, sometimes you'll find nothing at all. So then we're going to set that to 15 to 19. Although, frankly, I could always put it to 21 because we're so far into the game. But if you're just looking for regens, you have to use that accordingly. Yeah, there we go. So we've now sent out another guy to... Wait, where has he gone? Yeah, so Jamaica, Lewis Buxton. I'll do another one after this episode. But the point is, that's how you do it. So we've got one scout that's currently in Russia. We've got Norway, Scotland, Turkey, France, Argentina, Algeria, Afghanistan. You just never know. It'll be better once we get the new computer, because I'll actually be able to add in loads more countries. So we'll get a better pool of players to be searching from, which is why people like... Or it was actually Spain before, but now it's France. So you see Mitchell Jones found a few in France here that I'm semi-interested in. I look at ability as well, but... It's not really about the stars. I actually, you know, I'll filter it like that, then I'll go look through a few of them and just see what they're like, basically. What else can I say about this? I know I've said this a lot in my Red Star save. I just wanted to put it in both, just in case you guys don't watch, you know, etc. What's that button do? So what else was I going to say? Scouting. Yes, right, yeah. On my shortlist, I have a couple of players here that I was just looking at, basically, as a result of some previous stuff. And one of my scouts from Scotland brought me this lad, Alistair Thompson, who plays for Kilmarnock, I think. No, St Johnstone, sorry, my bad. And he looked good because of this, but I wasn't entirely sure. But because I was interested enough in the kid, I then sent him out to look for a lot more information, which is why now... Wait, oh shit, I clicked get scout report. That was a mistake. Okay, that was a mistake on my part. We already know about him, 90% of what he's got, so there's only a few things that we really sort of could do with, actually. It could come quite handy. So yeah, good sign there. Inability to get off the ground. Wages, that's not really important to me. Fairly poor in the air, but he is a fullback, so yeah. But he's got some decent potential, and that is basically what I've done. He's been watched for like a month now, I think, and that's what we've got information on the lad. So he might be one player I will look into bring in if we can get him cheap enough in the summer, just depending on our transfer funds. That's basically what we're going to do. You'll notice that Kieran Griffiths, the Liverpool Kieran Griffiths, is on here too, because I was just kind of curious to see if we could get him. There's a guy from Ajax I had my eye on, but I think they wanted like 19 million when I put in a little feeler bid. So it's just, yeah, that's basically the way it works. That's what I do. So I'm glad I put that on the start of this episode, simply because we've only got one game to actually talk about before we have our live com. And that is against Spurs, and I've got to say, it was poor. The problem with this game was, it's similar to when we played Man United. Carlos Fierro is an absolute monster, in the sense that they could pass him the ball anywhere on the pitch, and there was a lot of highlights in this game. Even though it was on key, there was a lot of highlights. Every time he got the ball, he could run past 4, 5, 6 of my players, and no one would tackle him, or could tackle him. I mean, I'm sure he's very, very good at dribbling. He must be excellent at dribbling. 13 dribbling. Okay. I don't know then. Point is, he's a very good player, and he was able to dribble past just about everyone every time he got the ball, no matter what I did with the instructions. Whether we closed him down, whether we sat off, no matter what we did, he got past us. And he scored 3 times in the first half, 35 minutes, and it was just domination stuff from him. There was just so little that we could do. He was just so good. Every time he got the ball, he turned, shoot, goal. They only had one clear-cut chance in this game, and it wasn't his. None of his goals were clear-cut chances. He just got the ball, edge of the area, bang. Even if he set to close him down, he would just score from any angle. It was a little bit poor potentially from our goalkeeper, but he was just so good. Like, looking at the match stats, they had one clear-cut chance to our none, and we had 5 half chances each, and we lost 4-1. And our goal was an own goal, although, frankly, had it not have gone in off of Denswell, that's the doorbell. Got it on good authority that it's just people coming around to sell me double glazing so they can go fuck themselves. It'll probably ring again in a minute, but I'm not going to stop the recording just to do that. So yeah, it would have been a goal for Nick Powell. Not Nick Powell. Yeah, I think it was Nick Powell. Yeah, it was Nick Powell. It was Nick Powell. But, of course, Stefano Denswell ended up being the one that scored it instead. So, not the best afternoon for us. It could have been worse, I suppose. But really, I would have liked to have seen a better performance than that. Unfortunately, Spurs play this 4-4-2, and it's kind of similar to the way that QPR play, and I've just not been able to find a way to deal with it just yet. If you know a way that we can deal with these 4-4-2 formations, because if we drop too deep, they score loads of long-range goals, and if we push too high up, they just pop it over the top, and they're in. I've not found... Neither dropping deep or pushing up, that does nothing either. They just do both then. I've not found a way to stop them. And players like Fierro, I just couldn't find a way to stop him. I had 2 players marking him at one point, still scored. He just finds space. He's so good. But there you go. So yeah, that brings us to today's game. In fact, let me just show you the league at the moment. There was some pleasant results for us in other games, though, I have to say. Where else? Where are we here? Yeah, so Norwich beat Arsenal, which is useful. Southampton, not quite so useful. Man United beat Liverpool, so it didn't harm us too much, but as you can see, Southampton are a point above us, and we could still drop. We're only 6 points clear of Newcastle. There's still 9 games left, and a worse goal difference too. But I don't know. We're not going to be able to challenge for Europe, and that was never my intention this year, really. We're just trying to see how far we can go with this. I am just worried about next year, though. We do need to find systems that we can play against those sides, because the problem is we're fine against teams below us, but we are getting absolutely smashed by some of the big sides. And to be fair, United are absolutely tearing this league apart. I mean, 87 goals they've scored this season. A plus 67 goal difference is unbelievable. There's still 8 games left for them, so make of that what you will. People also wanted to see Philippe Basto. He is worth £40.5 million at the moment, and he is 22. He's got 38 goals and 44 caps for Portugal as well. So, yeah. Future Ballon d'Or winner, you'd have to say he probably is. But also not the top scorer in the Premier League, because Niang is there, and I'm pretty certain he scored most of those against us, or it certainly feels like it. Right, let's take a little look at the squad. Top goal scorer for us at the moment, Jed Wallace and Ali Burrow with 12 apiece. Assists, Jed Wallace has 12, of course. Man of the match, Jed Wallace. He is just player of the season for me, without a shadow of a doubt. Torres Crespo, of course, is still there. Aston has picked up a slight knock, which is a pain. Yellow cards, Ivancic, of course, but that's because of where it plays. Red cards, just that one silly one for McAvoy. Average rating, Stanis Burrell, well, yeah, he's done all right. Burrell also creeping over there too, with Jed Wallace flying. So, let's get into the match preview and see what we can come up with. Please, they're playing a 4-4-2 as well. I don't think they're going to be as good as... I think it only counts if they're good. Quite simply. Burnley aren't a bad side, but I think that we could probably deal with them sticking with this system. That is my hope. And we could change things anyway if things start to go wrong. The problem I found with us is our consistency. We will win a lot of good games and then we'll lose the games against teams you'd expect us to. And then all of a sudden... we'll just have a really poor result against a side like Burnley. Right, let's do a quick pick and see what we've got. Marcelo is fit again. That is pleasing. Musonda is also fit again. That is doubly pleasing. Do I start Burrell or Millington? Millington's more of a sort of impact player at times for us, although that does need to change. He got himself a piss in England call-up. I'm not even joking. He's got an England call-up for the friendly against Brazil. I was really, really surprised. Yeah, so that is great. I don't think he's actually won a cap for them yet. No, not just yet. But the point is he's been called up for England at the age of 20 whilst playing for Portsmouth. That is good. That's our first player that's been called up for England for the full first team. So I'm really, really pleased with that. So let's submit this team and get into things here against Burnley. I really want to come up with a win because it will keep us motoring, and I want to try and secure 8th place. That would be a nice round finish, although 7th is still achievable for me if we really put our minds to it and get some good results. But we do need to, work on some things for next season. So if you've got any ideas of ways we can try to tighten up, I guess. We just can't seem to tighten up. That's been the problem. Then please feel free to let me know. I know the system we've got at the moment was supposed to do that, but it didn't really. Well, it has. We're definitely better defensively than we were last year, but not enough for me just yet. So let's get this going and see what we can come up with against Burnley. I'd like to see Ali Burrell get a couple more goals. A few more out of him would be good, but we do have goals from all over the pitch, as you could tell from Jed Wallace's goal return this year of 12. He, after a sort of, took a little while to adapt to the life in the Premier League, but he's certainly got the hang of it now, that's for sure. I don't think he'll ever be good enough to play for England, he or Watmore for that matter. It seems that they have not quite made the grade, which is a shame, but wow, it's Tom Cleverley playing for Burnley now. It's McGregor out on the left for Burnley. Danny Ings has put Burnley 1-0 up on 6. Oh, he's offside, thank fuck for that. They hadn't had a shot up until that point. They get a lot of possession though, so that might be something we need to look at, but I won't really start making any changes until we've got a bit more of a sample size. 6 minutes played is not enough for me to actually know whether we get those changes. Oh, we're actually going to see if he was offside. And he... In what way is he offside there? That's unbelievable. Burnley should be leading us in this game. That was a woeful decision. There are two Pompey players there, were playing him onside there, and they've still given... That's really unlucky for Burnley. Ball played through here. Burrell, if he could just get forward... Oh, he has! McAvoy in behind! Great strike, great goal. That is a beautiful finish. Lovely play from Pompey. Burnley 0, Portsmouth 1. Kenneth McAvoy there. It's only his second goal of the season, and what a nice little assist from Ali Burrell. Griffiths with the ball up to Burrell. Burrell just waits this wonderfully. Burnley defender gets caught on his heels, and McAvoy just with the great finish, and the keeper, bit poor from him there, but in the rain here at Turf Moor, it is Burnley 0, Portsmouth 1, Kenneth McAvoy with the goal. That's a good start for us. It's just what we needed. Get ourselves in front, give us something to defend, and Liverpool are playing Southampton today. That is perfect for us, because Liverpool, we're probably not going to catch them, but if we can stay ahead of Southampton, that would be ideal. This would give us a chance to really get ahead of them. Burrell, is he... good strike from Ali Burrell. Testing Darlow again. A couple of decent chances in the first few minutes of this game. Abel Hernandez, or the Predator, as he's otherwise known. Lascelles, and good save in the end by Bachmann there. Was that really a clear-cut chance? Maybe the corner was lower than I thought it was. Bachmann rolls it out to Borges. We could probably do with being a little... Oh, hello. Set piece time. Wallace, ball in. Burrell, back to Wallace. Lovely one-touch, long-range passing. Ball in. And it's 2-0. Burnley 0. Pompey 2. Adam Webster. That is what we need. Oh, a glorious performance so far. We've been so clinical. And this is what I mean. We can do it. We definitely can. What a bit of play from Wallace and Burrell. Just pinging that ball around first time. And, well... I don't know how he found that space there, Adam Webster, but the captain probably might end up being his last ever goal for Pompey. Put more balls in. Well, maybe that's not a bad idea, but with Ali Burrell up front, is that really wise? I'm going to say low crosses. I'm just going to try it. Ali Burrell is not good in the air, and he's not particularly tall either. We'll have to turn that off if Millington comes on later, which of course he almost certainly will do. Oh, what? How did he win that? Great tackle from Tony Ivancic, really top notch. Uh-oh. He may have to make another one here. And again cut out by Marcelo. And again won by Burnley. And how did he win that? I hate that shit. When they run straight across the path of the ball. And oh my days. When they run straight across the path of the ball. And just let the ball roll to the opposition. It's now 2-1 there. Like, so frustrating. And how did he get in all that kind of a space? Cleverly with a clever little pass there. And Danny Ings, well, Bachmann bats it into his own net again. Oh, I love watching goalkeepers do that. They do it so often in real life, don't they? Like every single game, it would appear. Burnley have actually been the better side in terms of shots so far. We do need to close down Danny Ings. We are possible. Anyone going to challenge for the header at all? Cleverly again. Hernandez, Danny Ings, and somebody. Right, okay. Just maybe not drop quite. Yeah. They're finding little pockets of space. And I think if we just sit a tiny bit deeper, we might be able to be okay here. And Fraser again here for Burnley. I don't want to lose a 2-goal lead. Oh, well done. Well won. Oh, for God's sake! Nope, still going to sit back and... I don't know why we're gifting them possession. Let's turn off pass into space, that's for sure. We're going to work it instead. We're going to try and impose ourselves on Burnley a little bit now. We're going to have to, because what we've done today, it might have worked to get us those 2 goals, but Burnley have changed something, and we need to make sure that we're ready to handle that, because they've been quite decent since then. They've actually created 4 clear-cut chances. And we're a little bit lucky to be where we are. Here we go. Griffiths with the ball up to Burrell. Can he have a little run at them? He's not going to get through there, but Borges has made a little run forward, a little bit worrying that he has Marcelo. Oh, there was a channel run there made by Wallace, and he's actually found him anywhere, but Wallace is nowhere near that. The initial ball, there was an option there, but he failed to play the pass quick enough, and the chance has gone, but Wallace is so dangerous there. Right, good. Marcelo wins the header, and again it's dropped down to Burnley. We need another man in midfield. Oh, don't you dare let him just... Oh. Right. We need another man in midfield. That much is clear to me. What have we got going at the moment? Get stuck in, clear the ball to Frank's low crosses. I might turn low crosses off, but we're going to just move it to this system here, because we need an extra man in there, even if it is Ivancic. Not going to pass into space. We're going to work the ball. Play a slightly higher tempo, perhaps. Right, yeah, that's better. I just can't see what's happening at the moment working. They keep... Every time we win those knockdowns, it keeps falling into a position where we don't have a player because we've not got a centre mid today. And... Oh, come on! You're 2-0 up! They've created 6 clear-cut chances against us in this first fucking half. And they've scored 2 of them, and rightfully so, really, but we should be doing better from the defending corners. It's a low ball, and I don't even know what our defender is doing there, apart from everything he shouldn't be. We were 2 goals to the good here, and maybe we didn't deserve to be 2 goals to the good, but Jesus, that's some bad defending. Right, McAvoy now. Griffiths, in for Burrell. Will he have a shot? Is it going to skew horribly wide? Almost certainly, because he can't go one-on-one with the goalkeeper without missing. That was our first clear cut. Wow. We're on get stuck in as well, so it's no excuse for not putting tackles in, really. Fraser, oh, don't you dare let them score again. Ings, probably foul and give away a pet. Oh my God, look at the space for Tom Cleverley. That's a 7th clear-cut opportunity. We need to close down more. We have to. Oh, we've been so poor. It's an exciting first half, I suppose. Don't you dare let them do it again. And at least... I've not got it on clear to flanks, have I? No. Just clear it to maybe where we've got a player. Gives us a chance for an actual counter-attack. Oh, Danny Ings is injured. That might actually help us. Brownie Day, of course. I forgot about him. He was a thorn in my side when we played them in the Championship a couple of years ago. Right, we need to step up in the second half. Oh, shit. Really? I pressed the wrong button and they were actually happy with that. Surprising. Let's see. Right. We're going to go control. No, we're going to go attacking. We need to push at them a little bit in this second half. We have no option other than to do that. I am going to push higher up again because with Danny Ings off, maybe they'll change their tactics slightly. I really don't want to lose a 2-goal lead in this game, but I also don't want to draw against Burnley, frankly. We should be winning this game. Burrell, I hate when they look, right, who the hell are you? Right, Peter Ankerson, yes, close him down. Burnley are playing really, really well against us today, I have to say. For all we've created in terms of chances, they've created more, and 7 clear-cut chances. They should have more goals, really. Marcelo isn't having the best game of his career, right, but Burnley look a bit like they're content to sort of sit on it. I'm actually going to bring on Yanko for my first substitution. I've got an idea which we're going to bring on around about 70, so it's going to be Burrell off, Millington on, and get some crosses in. Basically, just try and win some headers. That's going to be my new plan. Well, I'm still going to make the plan because it will work even if we do go in front. So, firstly, Burrell off, Millington on. Sir! Norman Millington on, I should say. Right, let's see what happens from this. Darlow with the long ball forward. We may well need it since we're almost certainly about to go behind. Oh, Griffiths has done well there. He's been a bit quiet today, though, I have to say, and Ivancic has lost the ball. But it's been cleared straight to Yanko in our fullback position. Why are you heading that? Just bring it down. There's no one near you. And Ivancic again with a couple of great tackles. Please don't foul him. Oh, for the love of God. We can't clear the ball to save our lives here. And he's going to slide it straight through and score. And there's the goal. Oh, he's offside. To be fair, Burnley should have had a goal earlier that was disallowed for offside, so they have been great. It's just I'm disappointed with our defending today. Oh, we had a man off the pitch as well. Ooh, that's close as well. But I'll take it. Right, can I finally make the change I want to make now? Please? Please? Don't need to see this. I could just skip it. Right. We're going to hit early crosses because Millington is good in the air. Yeah, I don't want to adjust the crossing. Wait, have I still got it set to low crosses? No, I haven't. Okay, we're good. May have to turn it on short on sight in a bit if I'm not careful. We need something from this game. I mean, we'd be lucky to get something from it, really. And we are currently getting something. But I don't know. It was just really strange to go 2 goals to the good like that and then just... Oh, come on! God, they're awful defensively at times. It's just, I don't understand. I mean, the fact is we were bad defensively even when we were on that tactic with 6 players, essentially, as defenders. And they're still walking through us like we're not there. Right, well done, Borges. And, oh, actually, win that. No, don't win that then. Don't bother. Right, last sub, we're going to have to make it now. Griffiths has not had the best game of his career, but McAvoy's more tired and Musonda can play here, and maybe he'll give us a little bit of an extra threat. We are going to go on overload because I'm desperate to try and win this game. I don't, as much as a point is fine and all that, but we are challenging for a higher level here, and we need to be winning games like this. I'm going to go shoot on side because we've got some quite decent players. 15 minutes of just pushing them back, hopefully. Maybe they'll just settle for the point and we can nick something later on. We've not had enough shots on target, that's for sure. 10 minutes to go. I just think we have to go for this game. It's a great ball. And as always, we don't win the fucking headers. Right, good stuff. Win the header. Oh, it's just going to get slid through and they're going to score. That's pretty much wrapped up already. That's what I mean. When they just walk past your defenders, why does that keep happening? They're set to get stuck in, and yet every single time an opposition player gets the ball, they can just walk past them. And you watch it on 3D highlights, and they almost walk through them at times. It's really frustrating, and I don't know why it keeps happening. Against Spurs, it was almost like punch the wall infuriating, how every time a Spurs player got the ball, they were able to just walk through our players, and it's so annoying. Oh, a corner here. Wallace with the ball into Charlie Musonda on the edge of the area. It's a little bit behind him, and drops it back for Jed Wallace. Wallace with the cross. Millington! Oh, yes! Burnley 2, Pompey 3. We are changing our tactic. I am going on... No, we're not going to go on contain. We're going to go on defensive. Drop deeper. Yeah. Sorry about the noise I'm making here. We are just going to do that for the remainder of this game. We don't deserve it, but the point is we have got it at the moment. That was a really good header. Musonda with the ball back here to Jed Wallace, but wonderful cross, and what a header that is from Norman Millington. Arise, Sir Norman. Oh, please don't let them go and score immediately from the restart. It doesn't look like they're going to, and I think we're actually going to get away with it. If I was Burnley, I'd be gutted right now. Burnley 2, Portsmouth 3. They absolutely deserve to win this game. They had 9 clear-cut chances against us, but they should have also had that goal from Danny Ings, so I'd be really pissed if I was Burnley. And frankly, I was pissed at times in this game anyway, but we've come up with the win. Ali Burrell with a goal. No, not a goal. With an assist. Jed Wallace with 2 more assists. And Sir Norman Millington coming off the bench to head an 84th minute winner. If that isn't why he exists, I don't know what is. And that is a huge win for us, because that puts us now into 7th place and only a point behind Arsenal in 6th, although they do have a game in hand, remember. But it just gives us a real good chance of securing the position that we're in now. QPR are going to have to win. It moves us a little bit further clear of teams like Everton and Newcastle. 7 points clear with 8 games left. I think we're going to finish top half, but it's a huge, huge win for us in terms of winning when we play badly. Not that badly. We were fairly decent, but we took our chances. And it does seem that that's easier to do against the worst sides. It's strange how, even no matter how good a chance is, you just seem more likely to score it against worse sides, even if there's no one around you. But there you go. QPR are actually playing Arsenal later. So frankly, a QPR win would actually be better for us, or a draw. Draw would be absolutely glorious. So yeah, that's how things are shaping up. In the next episode, we've got, April. So we've got Nottingham Forest and Huddersfield next. At home and then away. I think we could win both of those. And I think if we do, I'll tell you what, guys, then Man United away, that's an absolute dead cert defeat. Fine. Then we've got Southampton at home. That's winnable, and that's going to be our next live com. And then, oh my God, what a run in. Everton, Newcastle, Chelsea, and then Arsenal. I don't know, guys. I think we could get ourselves into a good position and then end up throwing it all away, because those games are going to be tough as shit. But only time will tell. We have to win the Nottingham Forest and Huddersfield games to get ourselves even close to within an opportunity of getting a decent finish, basically. So, if you guys have liked what you've seen, please feel free to drop a like on the episode. And if you'd like to even more than that, please feel free to subscribe to my channel for more Portsmouth and Red Star Belgrade in your inbox every single day at 5:30 and 8 o'clock. Sorry about the ranting in that game. It's just, you can understand if you play this game, which you almost certainly do, how frustrating it can be when your defenders just seem like they're cardboard cutouts at times. And that's because ours probably aren't that good, and we really do need to strengthen there in the summer. That's where we need to boost. Better defenders. So I will see you guys in the next episode for the Southampton game. Bye-bye.